Right, time for 5,000 mile service on the old XR1200. It's that time. This is, as you can see, 5,000 miles. Time to change the oil, get the first service done. I just want to talk about servicing. I choose to do my own servicing because I haven't got the kind of money that the dealers want to service Harleys at £250 for a 5,000 mile service. So because if you're going to do it yourself, you're going to possibly jeopardise your warranty. If you're going to do it, then do it right. So first thing I think you should buy yourself is a proper Harley Davidson manual. Not a handbook that comes with the Harley, not a Haynes manual, not a Climber manual or any of the others. Harley Davidson, that's the only one. These are expensive. One of these costs you about 60 quid from the main dealer, but it's money well spent because this is the manual that the technicians at Harley dealerships use. And the kind of information in here that you don't get at your Haynes manual and so on is a full schedule, a full maintenance schedule of everything that you need to do. Engine oil, filter, all the other things you need to check. 5,000 mile service. Make sure you do all these things. If you do them and you know what you're doing and you've got a little bit of skill and you've got a few tools and you think you can do it, then why not? Because it's £250. And when you actually go through this, all it is an oil and filter change, air filter clean or change, whatever, I'll come to that in a minute, and check these things. As you can see here, the word replace doesn't really apply to most of the stuff. The 10,000 service and the 20, they're big services, especially the 20 and 25, there's some big stuff. But actually for regular servicing, stuff like 5,000 mile, that's not a critical service. There's one thing, which if this will just focus on it, they talk about critical fasteners there. Check tightness at 1, 10, 20, etc. Doesn't have to be done on the 5,000, but critical fasteners is this. It's a list of stuff that on Harleys vibrates loose, or so they say, and these are the things you check, and these are the torque settings you set them to. This is what Harley charge you the money for. It's labour time, and good luck to them. It's up to them what they want to charge. But personally, I've got a torque wrench and I've got common sense and I've got the list. I don't see why I should pay 250 quid when I haven't got the money. So this is just doing it on a budget. £60 invested in this. It covers not only the XR1200, which is mine, it also covers Her Majesty's bike as well, so that I can do all the servicing on that at the same time. So buy yourself one of these. It's a bloody good investment, and believe me, you won't regret it, because not only has it got what to do, it's also, as you go through, got how to do it, but in proper detail. The way the Americans write it out makes it much simpler. The other quick thing, once you've invested in that, decent oil. Now Harley recommend, if you've got an XR1200, they always recommend the Sin 3. That's a synthetic oil. Sin 3, this, as far as I'm concerned, is just about as good as it gets. The difference is, the Sin 3 is 13 to 15 pounds a litre, and you need 3.5 litres. So that's what, nearly 40 quid you're going to pay for 4 litres. Well, that was £31 for 5 litres on eBay. So money well spent. That is definitely good enough for my bike, and I can also use it for the primary as well. Filter wise, K&N supersedes what Harley use. In fact, in there, that's got one thing that the Harley ones don't have. That's got this doobry here, which is a drain back valve, apparently designed to stop the oil draining back into the sump once you switch the engine off, which keeps oil at the top of the head, apparently. So it doesn't do any harm. It's got it. The standard Harley filter hasn't. That was 8 quid off eBay. Not much more than the standard filter. The final thing, which for bits and bobs just staggers me, is, just get this lid off, is the standard Harley filter, which is a paper throwaway filter. was, and again, because of the book, only lasts 5,000 miles, standard paper filter, 38 quid. This pipe across foam washable filter cost me £43 on eBay, and I can wash it, so it's an investment today. And next time I get that, whoops, I get that to just wash. And again, you're supposed to buy all the relevant lubricant and the relevant washing fluid and so on. Load of rubbish. You can wash that in mild soapy water, and you can lubricate that with a squirt of WD-40, and that will do the job. It works every time. Done it before, never been a problem. It's just an air filter. So this lot here all cost me, the book, the oil, the air filter, oil filter, all cost me 150 odd quid. That's £100 cheaper than the 5,000 mile service. 250 quid you'll pay at your dealership. I paid 150 for all that and a bit of my time. Next time I own that, I'll have 2 litres of that left. That won't have to exist. Next time I do the 5,000, so which will be on 15, this is going to cost me about, well, I'm just going to have to buy a bit more oil. It's going to be about 25-30 quid for the service. This is about saving money. So the other thing you need, finally, apart from your tools, invest in cat litter tray. We've got one of them. Drain your oil into. That holds about 7 litres, so you can get that in, and it saves you, you can pour it back into an empty can. So just for now, that's everything. Join me in part 2, get things moving.